Alright, so here she is. Harbor Freight cement mixer. Assembly is interesting. It's not bad as long as you have a sense of humor. I mentioned in another short video that I did as I was assembling it that before you put this spring in, there's a steel slug that goes in here. Looks just like a washer without a hole punched in it. And I thought that's what it was, so I just pitched it. And then after I put this assembly together and couldn't get the spring to tighten and realized there was nothing for it to tighten against, and had the brilliant idea that that's probably what that steel washer was for, with no hole in it. So, do that. Also, there's a very important thing you should know before you decide to purchase this cement mixer. And that is, and it may affect your whole plans, that it is not DOT approved for highway towing. So there's that. Anyway, let's see. There is a rubber gasket that goes in betwixt these two halves of the drum, and the instructions recommend that you use a like a sealant of some type, like an RTV silicone or something like that, to stick the seal to this side of the drum, and then, you know, just like if you were doing a gasket on some type of automotive application. In theory, that sounds like a good idea, but since I've played games like this before, I thought, you know, this thing's got creases in it. It's been sitting in a box from China for who knows how many months. So probably what's going to happen is my sticky goo isn't going to be quite sticky and gooey enough, and then I'm going to be left with a gasket that doesn't want to stay where I put it, and I've got sticky goo all over the place. And at that point, I think my sense of humor would have gone away. So what I decided to do was, just with the whole thing oriented like this, I put this half on top of this half, aligned the holes, and then just from the inside, you know, push the gasket through till I saw the hole, put the screw in, put the nut on loosely, and just did that all the way around. And I suspect that that was a lot easier than trying to deal with a silicone or something. The wiring, there are no instructions for the wiring, but it's pretty simple. I won't go into it because I don't want to be liable for anyone catching on fire. So, I mean, yeah, assembly was not fun. Probably took me, geez, I don't even know, better part of 2 hours. But hopefully one of those things, you know, you do it right and you only have to do it once or twice, possibly 3 times. But anyhow, that's the assembly review. And another thing that's not crystal clear from the instructions that I'll just show you, that you'll understand as you're doing it, is this piece right here holds the bottom part of this. So I had used other hardware just to bolt this to this, and this thing was kind of flopping around, and I thought, oh, that's kind of a junky design. And then later I found this piece, and oh, that's probably what that thing's for. And as it turns out, it was. So, all right, I'll do a review on how it works once I've used it. Cheers.